this working properly. Morning you two, hope you're well. I am not. Apologies for late this morning. I am absolutely full of what we would call man flu here. So it was a bit touch and go, but we're here, we're live. How has your morning been? How has your morning been? I thought I saw Aaron with a trade. Was it Aaron with a trade in the Discord? Let's have a look. See whether the markets are going to destroy everyone again today. .2 RNES. Yes. Well done, Aaron. Well done. This is what, wow, this will cheer me up. Right, okay, so oh, do you know what, if you've put that in the Discord, Aaron, I'm just going to check. I want to see where you entered. Beautiful, Aaron, beautiful. Straight out the box. So MaxAlgo, those of you who are using it, you already know what these are, because these are relatively new to us. Well, new to the group. We've been working on trying to get this right for some time. So where have you gone in there? You've gone in on the... Oh, you went straight in after the sell signal when it came up. Rejected out the box. Alpha box doing what alpha boxes do. So you've gone in here. What am I going for a long for? Straight up and down. Easy start to the morning. You let it run to 1.2, didn't you? Well done, Aaron. Morning, Peter. Okay, so where are we? So we're 9:41. You will have to bear with me today, guys. My head is up my backside. Right, so let's have a little look at NAS. I hate this screen. Can't see. Okay, so we are under. We're well under. Dynamic TP is red. It's a very similar trade on Nasdaq, really. Like CL and gold are moving around the alpha boxes, but we'll have a look. Euro USD, ES, and Q look cleaner. Yes, this is lovely. See, it's pushed with some force here to say definitely bearish. your 20 minutes here. At your 20 minutes, you are under the 50%, similar to what we're talking about with Lazy Boy here. You've then had a push down, a tap back to the alpha box on the 1 hour, on the one that's active, and bang. Look at that. Straight down for liquidity. You get that up. That's from yesterday. Right, so we've got the 4 hour up here. Obviously telling us we're bearish. Tested the 4 hour. Oh, this was beautiful as well. And here's me moping in my bed, feeling sorry for myself. And there's all these beautiful trades this morning. Wow. Okay. So we're definitely bearish on the 4 hour. Let's see if I can just where's my fucking screen? This hasn't been updated, bear with me. Has anyone else took any trades this morning? It's just Aaron. The lovely signal on Nasdaq, ES we've just seen. Let's have a quick look at gold while I'm trying to do this. Okay, let's get, oh no, that's not it. Wrong one. So let's get alpha block Alpha box is on properly. Oh, Alpha box, you can tell I've got kids. No, Alpha box Pro is not the light version. So there's the light. I'm going to put Pro on. I was working on this for the last few days to try and get this live for you. So Alpha Boxes Pro, we are continuing to update. It does give you a few more features. Namely, one straight away is that you have got use of how long's left on each individual candle, which you can then set. Oh, Euro. Am I missing here? I'm falling asleep here, aren't I, guys? Euro, not ES. In fact, I'm gonna see. I'm a futures boy. So let's have a look, see what you're talking about, Aaron. Beautiful. So you've got 61% on the algo for the 1 hour. The 2 hour is saying, let me just update these boxes here because this will give you, it's one of the huge advantages. I'm going to do the 1 hour, 2 hours, no, 2 hours, fat fingers. 3 hours. Let's knock these boxes down a bit. Don't want a busy screen. 4 hours is there, perfect, okay. Let's just do a few of them. Okay. So this is dynamic, so wherever you change them to, it will change these two. It tells us we've got an hour left on the 3 hour. So here, we are bullish, 2 hour bullish, 3 hour bullish, and we've got an hour left on the 2 hour, an hour left on the 3 hour. And let's be clear, it was only 61% on the algo. However, I'd be very surprised if that's not bullish now. Tap back in, buy signal. As you'll see, first 20 minutes, what we look at when we're doing lazy boy, obviously this is not strictly lazy boy, but it's exactly the kind of thing you're looking for. And this is where alpha boxes and lazy boy can fit in beautifully, because lazy boy isn't always just about getting a 50% retracement. It was just gives you that sort of ease of, if you're looking for a simplistic trade where you can just dip in for an hour in the charts, then it does give you that. But this very similar. You've got a 2 hour here, and look how it reacts from it. The alpha boxes are just beautiful. So we're above the 4 hour, so we're definitely bullish, as I expected after Donald yesterday. Had a buy signal. It's broke through with some strength through the 2 hour. It's then come up. You've had a tap back in. that point you're certainly not expecting it to take this. Beautiful. Yes, you are right. Very clean. Very clean. Again though, tap and go. Trend AI is bullish. I'm on the wrong screen here. Why have I got no dynamic TP? There we go. Yeah, the first trade, dynamic TP is blue. We're above. Start to transition bullish again. It's tapped in here. Even if you're looking at here. It's an easy 1 hour trade, but I would still expect. So where have we tapped into there? So what have we got here? Is that an old 4 hour? Or is it an old 2 hour? And look, we've got liquidity above, so we are expecting that there's a good chance today that we could come up here. And yes, we've got liquidity below. However, so we may get some level of retracement here to have a look at these before going on, but I would expect today it's just all over the place though, isn't it, at the minute? You don't know what's going to be said with the euro. You don't know what time Donald's going to wake up. And I would, all of you, still be careful, because without wanting to get political, which I am not, we haven't seen any reaction yet from China. So if all of a sudden we see the Nasdaq with a big, huge, whopping candle again like we got yesterday, then we know exactly what that'll be. Either Donald's woke up on Truth Social, or Xi Jinping is having a pop back. So just be careful, guys. I think right now London session is probably the safest. However, obviously China decided to announce theirs rather early yesterday, so I would be being cautious and be looking to take my money and run if I can get a couple of wins. So let's see what we're looking at. So we are coming up to the end of this hour. We've got an hour left on the 4 hour. Let's just make sure we're reviewing Nasdaq first. So we took liquidity there and then reacted straight away. But we are under the 2 hour, we're under the 4 hour. So as much as NAS has rallied this morning, well, I suppose overnight, so under the 0 line, still bearish. MACD's bearish, crossed over under the 0 line as well. See what the next hour holds, but I would say, if anything, we'd be looking for keeping an eye on this 2 hour and then see where this new hour, as it opens, starts to go. See how the opening 20 minutes of that new hour goes. Do you think I can make an EA on the alpha boxes? It's a very mechanical trading. Do I think it was possible? Yes, I do. However, I've got a lot more I want to do with alpha boxes. We've worked hard to try and get support and resistance that we felt really had, because there's support and resistance out there everywhere, you know what I mean? It's not like we've come up, it's like this support and resistance is something new. It's just the benefit of knowing where they're going to react to before they react, and I think that's the key part. What we wanted to do is get it out. So at the moment, let me just see if I've got, let's go over to WAP. Yeah, so we've been updating. I know a few of you asked why we changed the branding. We were doing no bull trading. We tried to keep everything together. It was something we tried, and we've not continued with it. We just want to keep everything clean. That's why we just changed the branding a little bit. Tried to keep it a little bit more indicator-like. So obviously, Traders Toolkit. Let me just see if Alpha Blocks is there. Offers, where's the offers? You can't see it on here. See if I can find it. I'm not logged in. It is visible. Just while we're starting the new hour, let's have a quick look. No, you're not going to let me do it. Let's find out what it is. Okay, so we've got a new hour forming on NAS. Let's check out gold. We haven't done any review on gold yet either, so let's have a look. That's a dash. Right, so gold. We are bearish. The gold is a little bit choppy for my liking. Just seems to be consolidating. 1 minute, let's have a look. 4 hour. Yeah, the opening of the 4 hour, give it time, settle. It's got that opening 20 minutes. In that first hour, we've closed below, got a sell signal. There's nothing wrong with that. It's then tap back up, comes down, tap back up. It respects the 4 hours beautifully, especially on the 1 minute. There's 5 minutes of the hour. Got liquidity below on gold. So we are below dynamic TP. We have failed to cross over there on the MACD. Started to come down again and we're below. Everything there is pushing bearish. We've got a tap up into the 2 hour. There's 54 minutes left on the 2 hour. It's come up, it's failed to take the high. It's come up again. Lower high, lower high. And I'd like to see this take this. Because we could end up with a nice gold trade here. Down to here. I'm assuming this is the... So this is a previous 4 hour. Yes, there's a previous 2 hour here and a 4 that I would say price could quite comfortably come down to this if this opening 20 minutes and gold plays the way I think it might. To answer you a little bit more in depth, yeah, I do think it's possible to make an AA on it, and in the long run, that's perfectly possible. But like as Zeus said many times to you guys, it's just me and him, and it's not the only thing that we do. So it's finding the time, obviously, like, and spent a huge amount of time this week on lives, not just on YouTube but in Discord as well, trying to make sure we can get it out there so that you can, because the more people we can get using it, the more people we can help, the more people we can get to get the message out there. And yes, obviously I know we're running a business, but that's part and parcel of it. However, there's a huge suite of things here that people can use. Let me just see if I can get this up for you. So for those of you asking, I know there's a few you're on, it's a huge 8, but I do appreciate everyone here coming on. It's always a bit weird when you it's good when you're talking in the chat and that, but I'm not the most vocal with things anyway. So when you're just talking at what is just this little thing here, and there's not really anybody else around, it sends me a bit stir crazy. So I do appreciate you all being in here. So what we've done with alpha boxes is, for anyone who is already with us, who's paid for a lifetime or is paying monthly for MaxAlgo, then obviously, as we always said, you get it anyway. You've already got access to it, and you will continue to get access to it. For any of you that want to just come and look at alpha boxes, then you can just take it as a one-off. So if you want to just trade alpha boxes, you'll get alpha boxes and dynamic TP in together. Let's have a quick look. So it's just, you can either just pay the $37, test it out monthly, however you want to do it, or it's $97, it's yours, and that's yours for life. You don't have to worry about paying anything monthly or anything like that. It's just, you buy it, you're done, and then any updates we get on Alpha Boxes Plus, you will get them, obviously, and anyone who's with us knows we're not shy about making sure that we hand everything out. If you've been involved with us from It's Impossible, we give away some unbelievable indicators that we still use to this day, fantastic liquidity indicators on Euro, which I use daily still, I love. But this is, if you want a nice, reasonably cheap option, you get $37 a month, or you can jump on and just get yourself the support and resistance alpha boxes for good, all yours. So yeah, enough of the sales pitch. Right, let's have a gander. So how are we getting on? We're 11 minutes in on gold, 11 minutes in on Nasdaq. Interesting to see what Nas does after that liquidity grab, because it was beautiful. But we're under on the 4 hour. We've only got 47 minutes left on the 4 hour. Dynamic TP is switching. They did it here. This might just be early buy signal, and that is due to the fact that the first 12 minutes in that first 12 minutes it has taken that high. As you know, a lot of what we do Can you explain what the alpha boxes do? The alpha boxes are there for price to react to. They are areas of where price is likely to have some level of reaction from. Historic, yes. Thanks, Aaron. Historic, yes. Historic ones still have some area to play, but especially current hour, current 15 minutes, current 4 hour, however you want to do it, it gives you, along with other confluences, it gives you a good understanding of how price will move in a particular direction. Excuse me 1 minute. Told you I'm not a well man today. But we're here. So, what you're looking for a lot of the time with alpha boxes is other confluences to tell you of a direction. So you've got things like the algo. The algo can be a little bit, just be careful with the algo when there's huge volatility of news, just like there has been the last few days, because it can't quite keep, it won't keep up. If it's going to move that quick, it will kick sequences out of sync. So the algo will work, however, just be cautious. Obviously, Zoo and I like to be trading. We like the zero line. I've been looking for big moves across the zero line as and when you're bouncing off an alpha box, an alpha block, and those two things combined, dynamic TP and the alpha boxes, you can trade them on their own as an entry. You're looking for a dynamic TP to cross over, across the zero line, going bearish or bullish, and at the point similar to the MACD, that cross there. See, look. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Look, crossing over. If that crosses, I would be expecting to see push up. Whether it fails to take it or not. High, 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 high. So we're on the opening 15 minutes now. And this is all about the building of an hourly candle. So we're starting to go above this 1 hour, which should give us a bit more belief of it being bullish. However, it's just whether or not it fails to push up. If we don't get that big move, which is what I'd be expecting to see. If you don't get the big push over the zero line, then I would say it's not strong enough and we're going to go bearish. Just give you an example, because obviously you asked Redder and the alpha boxes. Let's give you an example from earlier. We started a 4 hour. It's shown to be bearish. We've had the opening 20 minutes on that first hour. It's way below the 50%, which is what I'd be looking for. We've then had a sell signal, which all of that there says to me, I am expecting this high to hold. I wouldn't be expecting that to go. Now, obviously, it does wick that on the next hour, but I wouldn't expect that to go within this hour. Now, it's failed to take that. So even from you've had a sell signal here, you've then come up and tapped the 4-hour box within that time period. From the hourly stats, you'd be looking to say that that is not a fake me again on Discord. I'm not that interesting, you know. Scammers. They even used the picture of my wife. Swines. Yeah, so within that hour, I'm looking that if that, after I've had a sell signal there, I'm looking for that tap into that the hourly and the 4-hour. That to me there would say, well, I wouldn't be expecting that high. I wouldn't be expecting that high to go. Wrong button. So when that taps in there, be looking for an entry. Now, obviously, it depends how you run your risk management. But if I'm looking for an hourly trade, unless I'm getting something, I'd be looking for about 1R with that, especially due to the algo, because we were above the zero line. We didn't look like we were breaking through the zero line, so it's not like I'm looking for that big move down. I'd just be looking to take some profit. Now the next hour, you're still in the 4-hour, you're still below the 4-hour alpha box. It's attempted, it's failed, it's come back under. You've then had a sell signal. Is that the 1 hour? Another 4-hour? I think that's the 2 actually. Sell signal, pushes through, taps back in. As soon as it taps in, bang, gone. Again, at that point, you'd be looking break even, taking some profit. Because it's nice and early in the hour as well, 20 minutes. And that's, if I'm looking for an entry like that, sort of lazy boy stroke alpha boxes, mixing those two sort of theorems together, then I do like statistically the sort of 23 minutes if you get a sell signal and it breaks it very early in after the 20 minutes, like as I say, that sell signal is on the 20 minutes, that is a good sign. It's then tapped back in. For me, that is like, obviously I was feeling sorry for myself at that point, so I was not in that trade, so I'm not professing to have been. However, that as you've had a sell signal, it comes up, taps back in, comes back down, it closes outside that box. At that point there, after the sell signal, that I'm looking, saying, okay, well, I would not be expecting now after that to be taking that and I like to trail those, so that has just ran and ran and ran and ran and ran. As I say, you could be taking profits midway through, looking at the alpha boxes, saying, right, well, do I expect it to go? But what I would say is it's consistent. So if you go in break even, each time here, it is tap, tap, push, push straight through, tap, tap. Let me get rid of this. Tap, tap, it's push down, took liquidity, continue to push. It's a beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. Do I think what will go up from here? Nasdaq. I'm saying yes. I do think. Well, I think the hour will close bullish. That much. Let's have a zoom out. $20 minutes buy signal above the 50%, above the open. We took liquidity here. We've come above the zero line on the MACD. I would have liked to have seen a bit of a stronger push. So that, to answer your question, Reddit, that does concern me slightly, because usually, forget that, I would want to see that push up, big candle push when it goes over the zero line, which it didn't do. However, we've had a buy signal here. I would still expect NAS at least to be testing. It's going to at least test this 2 hour. Well, let's see. Excuse me. So yes, if you're not following the channel, please do give us a follow. I will. In fact, 1 minute. Let's have a look at this. Where's my chart gone? There we go. Let's have a look. Okay, so I've popped the 1 minute, let me just do it now. Up the toffees. Not that anyone else is going to know what that means, mate, but yes, up the toffees. Not doing too bad at the minute. Let's see if it works. Okay, yeah, so the link there in the chat. You get through to, you can trade, you can look at Traders Toolkit and get all the indicators together, or you can include in alpha boxes, or as I said, alpha boxes are there as a one-off, as a separate thing as well. You can either just do them monthly on their own, or you can just buy the indicator and then you just get all the updates on that particular one for just 97 of your finest Donald's dollars. So we've got news today, I think. Not that we haven't got news any day at the moment. Let's have a gander. Interesting on NQ. MACD's crossed under. So how are we doing with news? So we've got that's New York time. Let's have a look. So I'm assuming that's 1:30. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we've got 130 core CPI. As if Truth Social hasn't woke up before then. Any news yet? Anyone heard anything? I haven't seen any crazy candles. Any murmurs? What might the Orange Man do today? I agree, Reddit. I agree. This is crossed back over. It's failed to take. It's come back over. Dynamic TP. It's way below. But is bullish. Hoping for a little tap back in here. I was being greedy. Should have gone here. I'm always conscious before the 20 minute though. That's my own old trading brain. Well, let's have a look. So you don't. Gold. Failed to take the 2 hour box. We've only got 26 minutes left of that. Rejecting out of the 1 hour. Algo is bearish though. waiting for your USD to wick in the box. Let's have a gander. Not bad, Aaron. Look at these. Look at these. Boosh. Fails to take. Bang. Bang. Have you took any trades this morning, Redder? Here we go, Aaron. Excellent. Brilliant. This isn't going to test this 2 hour. You're at 1% at the minute. Fantastic. Well, there's your tap, Aaron. Oh, I'm tempted. I'm tempted. I don't like dynamic TP. Yeah, the only thing with Euro that worries me is I just worry that it's going to come and test this over the next 20 minutes because the MACD is crossing. We've had lower low, lower low, lower low. Yeah, Euro concerns me. I wouldn't be taking. I'm not taking that. I feel like it might test this. We're above the 4 hours, so we're definitely bullish. We've not got long left on the 4 hour as it is, but we'll see. We will see. Nice rejection again. See how NQ's getting on. Oh, to the 2 hour, as we said. Small risk on the Euro USD trade, less than the S this morning. Okay, brilliant. Well done, Aaron. Don't give your winnings back. Profit's profit, mate. Profit is profit. Yeah, I agree. It may well still go up, but this here that concerns me. Nice rejection again. Alpha boxes. Is it going to bounce? It might as well. If that rejects out of that alpha box, I'd be very impressed. Okie dokie. I just wanted to take the previous 1 hour high candle. So you're up here. Only thing I'd say is for it to take that, it's got to break through that. It's going to break through this 2 hour. Here would be that push up into there. Would be mine. Again, we've got, come on, Bonnie. Yeah, this has started to weaken. We are bullish, but okay, 2 hour. $1.5 hour if you take a long on the box to a new high. Straight rejection there. 19 minutes left in the hour on Nasdaq. There's quite a bit of resistance that to get through to that high. Gold. Oh. It's positives here. 1 minute. Oh, I don't want that line. Positives on gold. It's failed to take the low of the previous hour. We have broken through that 2 hour. It's rejected from the 1, tapped in, tap, 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 go. Push straight through in a couple of candles the 2 hour, which is very positive. Let's see. Excuse me, guys. Euro hit my 2 hour target. Yes, Aaron. That makes me happy. You're right though. Tap, tap, tap. Boom. So everything's resetting. We've only got 15, 16 minutes left. Yeah, 15 minutes left until we're getting a new new 4 hour, new 2 hour, new 1 hour. We can start to see how that plays out. Let's see. Need to see it hold again on gold above. Let's have a look. We've got liquidity above. Ooh, okay. Previous 4 hour. Oh no, this is current 4 hour, sorry. Or a dead air. Could get a big push up on gold. We start to close above here again. Especially if it starts to take this. .84% liquidity here. You have to wonder. So we're doing on the daily on gold. We're above. Four hour on gold. Can we do back tech sessions? Yeah, we'll do some. I'm definitely not doing it today though. Okay, so NQ is struggling. We had the test here, but it's struggling to take that. Sorry, gold, not NQ. NQ coming. Let's just have a look. So we've had the current high for this hour. It's segment 3. segment 4, sorry, tell a lie. Was it 36 minutes? Yeah, segment 4. Should probably extend that then. So segment 4 high, if the hour is going to be bullish, there's only an 18% chance that that's the high. The algo said bearish. Obviously the rest of it was quite ambiguous. It's all around the 50%, so it doesn't give us a lot of confidence to go off. Obviously we've had that grab of liquidity as well, so we've got 10 minutes left, so there's a 44% chance now that the high is yet to come, and for it to retest this before we close. So that is what I'm currently expecting. I'm not expecting to go down. I'm expecting this to test this, and then we'll see. However, it has bounced. Dynamic TP is still pushing. Start to look at it like this. It's still pushing up. It's quite bullish. It's had its retracement. It's gone bullish again. It's a nice little 1 hour trade there. On that. Okie dokie, let's see. So I'm purely playing probabilities here. It's not. We've had that tap into the alpha box. In an ideal world, buy signal tap into the alpha box is like where I'd like to go in, but this high probability that the high is yet to come. Now it may not be. It may be that probability doesn't play out, but that is what we do. We're trying to look at the formation of an hourly candle, and that is almost every indicator that we do is the formation of a candle. So let's see. Let's let that play out. Either way, it's worth a dabble before the orange man wakes up. Okay, so gold. And as I said, here was my concern. I'm just going to do it. Here's my concern. Tap, tap, tap. It's instantly rejected when it's gone above. Tap, tap, tap. Come down. You get the rejection. So if it closes above now, then I expect gold to start that run. It's just whether or not it's got liquidity here at 84%, and these are high probability liquidity areas. But it has closed above. Does it reject instantly, or do we go? So we're on 54. Will it take the high? Come on, you little sausage. Let's see if we get a push. What have we got above? No liquidity. Multiple boxes. No, let's be sensible. Right, it's just over 4 minutes. I want to see that push. I don't really want to see it come back down to that, or I'm going to start. Right, we're on 56, so I'm going to halve my risk here because I don't want to see it come past. If it comes down here, then especially at 56, then I wouldn't want it anyway. So. Let's see. Anyone else go in? Anyone else in NAS? Anyone going for this high? Where's 1 hour? 1 hour is at the edge of the box. Am I being greedy? Am I being greedy? No, we're going for the high. Come on. $57, nearly the start of the new 4 hour. What are we on? 39 seconds. Yeah. Don't like the timing. $58 seconds, so I'm gonna go BA here. So if it comes down, it'll take me out, but that is fine. I'm not here to lose. gives me out BE, which is absolutely fine. So we didn't manage to get that new high. You see here, it's let's have a little look at what it's tapped into here, because I'm not looking at this alpha box here. Previous 4 hour. Leave that there. That's my BE there. For clarity. Okay, so we start again. Right, let's get rid of stats for now. We don't need them. Let's get our alpha boxes back. Rejections from the alpha boxes are just amazing. Right, let's have a look. So yeah, what we needed to see was the big push and close above. That's exactly what we said. Rejection, rejection, rejection. Said if it's going to go, it's got to push one big candle, close above, which is exactly what it's done. And now there's that run that we spoke about before. And look at dynamic TP. So we've currently, so we took the high of the previous hour in the last hour at the end, high at the end of the hour, which if we just go back to that again, stats. Bullish high, the probability was that it's 67% chance that it was in that last 20 minutes. We only had I think it was 18% chance. Let me just up this a little bit. So we had a high put in segment 4, which if it was going to be a bullish hour, which we expected, due to being above the 20, above the open, sorry, above the 50%, above the open at the end of that 20 minutes, we had a buy signal. Dynamic TP was bullish. We'd crossed over the zero line on the MACD. Everything there was saying this is a bullish hour, and you get the high in the most probable bullish high, a 41% chance that the high was in the last 10 minutes, which is exactly where it was. So we've now taken that high, and we've retraced a little bit before taking it. So that's a positive straight away for a bullish hour. We've just crossed over the zero line on the dynamic TP. MACD is above. It's wavering a little, but I would expect some level of retracement in the first 20 minutes anyway. Again, your only concern is this large liquidity. It's a high percentage. Excuse me 1 second. So if on gold you were going to get a bearish hour, then there's a 61% chance at a bearish hour that the high is here. So that's what we're looking for. What I'll be looking for is the algo to flip bullish, which it's not. But let's have a look. So okay, that's what's happening with gold. What's going on with euro? Oh, I've got no alpha boxes. Oh, I turned them off. I need me alpha boxes. Okay. It's crossed over. It's whether or not it's just a small test, which it looks like it is. We'll see. I tell you what, Zoo isn't watching today because he is busy. However, how he sits on this seat for 4 hours, I have absolutely no idea. My ass is killing me. Although this is the same chair, yeah, that's why. So whenever he got shipped off to home, when Zoo and I were working together in our previous business, We didn't really have home offices, so we ended up on these with these chairs thrown in the back of the car, and thrown in front of the computer at home, and they're the most uncomfortable things in the world. Boardroom chairs, not meant for sitting on live for a few hours. It's 10 minutes in. Euro. So let's see what 10Q is doing. As expected. So we've got no liquidity below. No, nothing below. Just here. Which it's there, but it's not super high probability. What we got above? Oof, 80%. So there's your target, early buy signal. As I mentioned before, guys, if you do want to test out all of these indicators, alpha boxes, dynamic TP, the algo, all the buy signals, sell signals, you can get your first month on Trader's Toolkit for just $19. Just use your code 19 in the checkout. Pin that link there for you. Okay, so it's broke through that previous 2 hour. It's obviously not a live one. It is worth noting. So we are above the 4 hour, above the 2 hour. Taken the high the previous hour. Got high probability liquidity above. Where's that from? Last night. Okay. NQ's looking good. Gold. Failed to take this. Pushed above. How far are we in? 14 minutes in. Drive me insane. Okie dokie. Right. So gold is still looking bullish. Cross back over. Dynamic TP. It's gone bullish again. Rather than weakening. And it's always good to judge when you're talking about the alpha boxes, it's just that volatility in that opening of a new hour. It's that sort of first 20 minutes. You're going to have to get that high or low to give it some direction. There's gold here. We've seen. Let's have a look again. So yes, we've got the box here, and yes, it has closed, but that's with that volatility on the opening of an hour. I would expect that to happen. What am I doing? There we go. So right now the high's in at segment 2. So if it's going to be a bullish hour, it's very, very, very unlikely that we've put the high in. And the high is currently here, segment 2. There's the high of the hour before, not the previous, but the hour before that. And then it rejected beautifully off. And obviously failed to take with any sort of force the alpha box. So we've got a low currently in segment 1. So in a bullish hour, segment 1, there's a 65% chance that that is the low. If that low gets taken, and that would mean, well, it depends when it's taken really, but if it was taken in the next 2 candles, then you're in segment 2, and you'd have a new low, bearish low, segment 2, which obviously again, very, very unlikely. Bullish low at that point is still very unlikely as well. So let's let that play out. So 18 minutes, coming up to the 20-minute mark. I think Nasdaq wants its 80% liquidity. Dynamic TP, crossing again. Will it push this time? Maybe get a bit of a pullback first. How are we getting on euro? Buy signal taking liquidity. Dynamic TP has gone bullish. It's starting to waver though. MACD is coming down. Warning signs. So where are we? So 19 minutes. So it's above the open. It is below the 50%, but only just. So that would be. It's just a. It's only a little red flag, but it would be a little red flag for me. But it is euro, not NAS, and that's my main one with NAS and gold. Okay, so Nasdaq. Again, as I said, we are crossing over dynamic TP, but the MACD itself looks like it's weakening, like we could be getting a little bit of a pullback here. We could see this, and then to go. Market structure. This sort of internal market structure here is bullish. Starting to get this. So we will see. Buy signal on gold. It means it's taken the high after the 20 minutes. MACD is crossed over. Well above, cross back over. To our Aaron, well done, mate. It's a good day. Thanks for coming on as always. Much appreciated. You're very supportive, and we do appreciate you, mate. But well done. Stay out the market now. Don't get involved again, because they're going to wake up soon and then it's all over. Have a good day, mate. Where's my box? So 23 minutes in. Let's see how much this rejects here. So it may just come and test here. The dynamic TP just seems to be, it doesn't seem to be pushing down, so it's still quite bullish for me. Okay, so still only 25 minutes into the 4 hour. It was only a short period of time. A good chunk into the hour. Right now it's saying bullish. Tempted. I might take my one other trade because I'm only going to do 2. Bead on 1. Buy signal on gold, as we said. Liquidity above. Is it going to tap into the alpha box and reject? It is an old one, but so what's everyone doing with the rest of the day? Sun shines out here. I'm gonna get dosed up with some more tablets. So gold's pushing. There's that tap on the 50% on NAS. Wow. Yeah. Okie dokie. Let's go, Nas. We'd obviously be looking at, you'd like to see at some point it's going here. That's annoying. Okay, so there's that little bit of a pull on gold. With your first 20 minutes, closes above the open, above the 50%. above the alpha box. It's bullish. Buy signal. Market structure. Halfway through the hour, so we'll should get a little bit of consolidation here towards the middle. We'll be targeting. Fair. So really see how she plays out. Is she going to be kind to me today? So MACD pushing up, got a violent return there. I'd like to see that crossover. I want to see it take this high. So we've got currently, we're expecting a bullish hour the way it is. The 4 hour is below us. The hourly is below us, obviously. So we're definitely expecting a bullish hour. The current high is in segment 2. And as we said, segment 2 on a bullish hour, which is what we're expecting. It's got a 9.6% chance of that being a high. So we're expecting that high to go. If it goes in this period now, segment 4, it's still only an 18% chance. But that is the high. Let's not be greedy, let's be patient. Gold getting on, that little bit of retracement as we said. It might still push down and tap this. It might. Battery gone. 1 minute.
AUX mode. Bluetooth mode.